Computer-generated chess problem 2744 by Chesthetica. Now white having a queen, pair of bishops and a rook, and black having just a pair of bishops, pair of pawns and a knight, shows that white is ahead in material. Now neither any of black's nor white's pieces are particularly under threat, but since white is ahead in material, conventional wisdom dictates exchanging of material. So the position comes closer to black having nothing against white having something, making the checkmate easier. So following that, maybe the correct thing to do in this position is bishop captures bishop. So after the exchange, white might try queen to e4 check, king to g3, rook to a8, bringing the rook into play, knight to g5, attacking the queen, rook to a3 check, king to f2, rook to a2 check, king to g3, rook to g2 check, king to h3, queen to g4, checkmate. Well, that's one way to go about it. White could also try rook to h8, pinning the knight. Then black might capture this bishop with check. The king has to respond with an exchange. King to g4, queen to g2 check, king to f4, rook captures knight, king to e3, rook captures bishop. Remember what I said about exchanging and capturing material? Black only has 2 pawns on the board, king to d3, and at this point white can easily force the mate, queen to f3 check, king to c2, rook to h2 check, king to b1, and the queen just moves to the first rank for mate. I don't think there was any doubt that white can win this position. The question here is how best to win it. What is the most efficient way to win in this position? Let's take a look. Well, wouldn't you know it? It's a queen sacrifice. Instead of winning in 7 or 8 moves, white can win in 3 with queen captures pawn check. Now, the 2 bishops on g4 and h4 are blocking the king. So he only has one option, which is to capture the queen. So white wants black to capture the queen. He's not just offering it, he's kind of insisting black takes the queen. And black has to. And here, bishop to f8, discovered check. Now the knight can't capture the bishop because the discovered check has to be dealt with. And again, the king only has one response, which is to move back to h5. The square was just on. And at this point, the other bishop comes into play. And there are 2 ways to mate. Bishop to f7 checkmates, as well as bishop captures bishop also mates. So if we take a look at the original position again, here white sacrifices a queen for a pawn. So black is up 8 pawn units. Discovered check, king moves back to h5, and bishop to f7 is sufficient to checkmate. So white sacrifices 8 pawn units. Until the next one.
Chesthetica's Book of Chess Constructs, Volumes 1 through 5. Available on Amazon.